Hey everybody, Captain Kite, the Sea Glass Guy, and I am back in Bonaire. And woo, it's rough right now. Getting ready to go in some of these caves. They're dark and the waves are pretty wicked right now, so not sure I'm gonna find much, but it's worth taking a look. Two rules when you come to Bonaire: always go in the morning, always come with a friend. It's 3 p.m. and I'm by myself, so let's go. Woo! Finding some pretty good pieces already. The caves are wild right now. You can see some big waves smashing in there, and they mostly cleared all the stuff out of the caves, unfortunately. But there's still some good stuff here on the beach parts, and there's a few other caves that I got high expectations for. Hopefully find a bunch of marbles. You see the loaded amount of sea glass there is here, just tons and tons right on the beach. And you got to dig for a little bit of it, but it's totally worth it because you're gonna find tons of really cool pieces. They have a really neat bonfire here as well. So, pretty worth digging around. It goes pretty deep, so you never know what you might find. Brought you over to the sunny spot, but I think I was having better luck over here. So, let's check out just over here where I left my snorkel. Hell yeah. There we go. A couple nice blues right on top there. That one looks like maybe it used to be a marble. A little bit harder to see in the shaded areas, but still pretty worth looking, because you just don't know what you might find. And sometimes I'll pick up a random piece of trash, and I'll use it to clean up the beach, kind of scrape things around, and then I'll bring it with me when I leave and throw it in the trash. So recycling and cleaning it up at the same time. Can't ask for more. You can see those little ridges where stuff is piled up, so you just kind of want to wipe those out and see what's underneath them. Sometimes the cool stuff piles up on the bottom, sometimes you find it on top. You just kind of never know. But there's always good things to be found. Ooh, nice teal piece right there. I like that. Get some color behind it. Yeah, good piece. Obviously lots of greens, lots of whites, lots of browns. But those aren't so bad to pick up when they're this frosty. You see underneath these little shelves, you can find good stuff too. You just gotta pull it back. Now sometimes I bring a trash bag and pick up these pieces with me. Sometimes I don't. This used to be a trash dump itself, so there's literally an endless supply of trash here. Never really feel like it can make a difference, but it's always worth trying. Hey, look at that nice big yellow piece. That's pretty neat right there. And stuff can get sharp, so it's nice to wear some gloves, or you can dig out with your dive boots as well. That really helps a lot. Nice little sea foam there. Cool. Look up in there, so much stuff. Now it looks like mostly just coral, but a lot of times the smaller stuff gets stuck under the bigger things. So you just gotta move it around a little bit. See what pops out after. So happy to have my GoPro working. Last time I was here, it died on me. Oh, look at that. Nice, like a seafoam green, but just a perfect jewel right there. That's a pretty sweet find. Now the ocean comes up here and washes this stuff around at high tide, so you got to come here a little bit closer to low tide, and that way you'll be able to look through all the good stuff without having the waves smashing you around. And it's a good place to find sea coins, pretty good place to find marbles as well. My record for most marbles in one day is from this beach here. So hoping to find some more marbles during this video, but you never can tell what you're gonna find ahead of time. Always got a pretty good guess though. Lots of these really nice lime greens as well, regular greens, and then sea foams. We really want to find something like a beautiful red. Reds and oranges are the two rarest types of sea glass to find, besides multicolored pieces. So keep on digging, hopefully we can find some. Oh, look at that. Sometimes you get a nice piece of bonfire pieces that have multiple colors to them. There's one right there. It looks like a little green and white. So many beautiful greens. Definitely worth digging through these piles, even if just for the greens. I didn't used to pick them up, but then I went other places in the world and realized just how nice they actually are. Oh, look right there. Didn't even notice. Besides this giant spider web, There is a sea coin. And a nice one too. Look at that. Absolutely flawless. Perfect sea coin right there. Doesn't get any better than that. Awesome. You see these little tiny bits of blue? Little mermaid tears. Those are worth picking up as well. Fill up little bottles. Those are pretty cool. Let's put these pieces in my pocket. Keep digging this out. Lots of bugs in here. For sure. And bug spray doesn't really do much for these ones, but they don't bite too much. Gotta really get back here in this cave to find the good stuff. Digging it out one handful at a time. Hoping to come across something good. Lots of colors that are a little bit more rare in other places, like the citron green. There are pieces of pirate glass here and there, which is the really dark glass where it's hard to tell what color it actually is unless you hold it up to the sunshine. And yeah, not too many people going back to these places, and for good reason. It's pretty dangerous. This place is really hard to get to, and it's definitely off the beaten path. But yeah, finding some good stuff. Once I find some more really good things, I'll turn the camera back on. Woo, it's rough out here. Alright, we're coming up on a cave. I usually find some pretty good marbles in this one, but the waves are so big today, it's hard to say if I'll find anything. But always worth a check. Hopefully we don't bump our heads in here. This is a rough one. It was a rough day. Generally in the morning times is definitely the best time to sea glass hunt in Bonaire. Because this time of year, that's when low tide's gonna be. Gonna work some knee pads today. But yeah, generally that's when low tide's gonna be. And also usually a little calmer. Usually it's a little calmer in the morning as well. Alright, well. Alright, well, I didn't manage to find a sea coin and a couple of marbles, but getting smashed in here and by myself, probably not the greatest idea. There's some pretty big waves coming through, and doesn't really leave you much room for your head up there. So we're gonna try a different spot. I'll have to come back to this one when it's a little bit early in the morning when the sets aren't coming up this high. It was rough. Whew. Sure is rough out here. You really want to wear a lot of weight on your weight belt to keep you from getting moved around by the waves as much. And also you got to stay far away from the rocks. You can see they're super sharp and very brittle. And it just takes one little touch to your head and you're going to be out for sure. It's all just jagged knives. So there's a pretty cool cave up under there. We're going to try to time it with the waves so we don't crush our heads and see what's back inside of there. Definitely a little riskier today, but let's go for it. Alright, a little bit of assistance from the waves getting us in here. But now we're in the cave. Definitely high tide right now. Wow. Alright. Sometimes it's kind of hit or miss inside these little caves. They get washed out a lot by the big waves. But sometimes a lot of stuff gets washed in and you'll find good stuff right on the surface. Sometimes you can dig out under these piles of coral. Oh yeah, there's a sea coin right there. And you can find some pretty cool stuff. You never know. When it gets piled up like this by the waves, some really good stuff can get locked behind and inside them. So always worth checking. Ocean will put it all back later. But for now, we got one little sea coin there. I'm gonna turn on my flashlight and see what else I can find back in here. This looks like another good old spot here. Time the waves just right. It's a pretty small opening. You can see jagged rocks on one side, super rusty. Woo! Sharp metal on the other side. So you do not want to get it thrown into either side of that. And you really gotta hold your breath to even squeeze through here. But back here, maybe we'll find something good. You never know. These rocks are super brittle and they do break pretty easy. So you don't want to pull on something above you, drop it down on your head. Okay, here we go. Coming up into this cave. A little bit of sunlight in this one. That makes it a lot easier. kind of looking through the surface, looking for those rare colors to pop out at us. And you can see on the ground here, it's just made out of coral and mermaid tears of sea glass. There's a nice little teal heart shape right there. I saw a red too. Hey everybody, Captain Kai the Sea Glass Guy. We are back on the boat now, and I'll show you the finds that we found today. My fanny pack is full of nice little treasures, really well worn pieces. You can see your little dryer right now, so can't see the colors well, but you can see how frosty they really are. Found quite a few sea coins as well. Those are nice to stack up. A couple of them are absolutely perfect, flawless sea coins. What do you think of that one, LC? That's lick worthy, right? Heck yeah. And I found some marbles as well. I already put them in my treasure chest drawer. You can see here, got quite a few good marbles in there. Some of them are from other countries that I've been to, but I can't remember which one is which now that I've put them in here. But there's some really good stuff in there. So hope you all get to check out Bonaire. It is an amazing spot for all kinds of stuff, especially diving and sea glass hunting. And you can see it's just pretty much beautiful here all the time. Some of the crystalest, clearest water you'll ever see in your life. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the adventure. You hit the beach today, make sure to pick a little trash while you're there. Maybe bring a snack or two if you see some puppies on the beach. And hope you bring your passports everywhere you go. Make sure to get one if you don't have one yet. It is your ticket to freedom around the world. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. This is Captain Kai the Sea Glass Guy, signing off.